Act on the wall in the back. Thank you all for coming. We will begin by looking at our minutes. Hopefully you've had a chance to go over them. If not, we'll take just a minute. Do you have any comments or questions?
On the second page, the second bullet point is spelling error. I assume it should be South Central Economic Development District. It says COOP, Central Economic Development District.
Yeah. Still noted. Second one. Yeah, good.
Also, on the first page, the spelling of my last name is correct. And then the last page and a half, it's not. It's not.
Okay, thank you.
It's been worse.
But is that I after E after C?
Except as an A is a neighboring way.
Okay, I would accept a motion with those changes.
I'll move. I will second that.
Moved by Weiss, second by Vosberg. Lyman,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Kroll,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Vosberg,
Yes.
Deline.
Yes.
Thank you. And at this time, we will consider the preliminary replat of Lot 1, Block 1, Decker's addition to the City of Holdridge, Phelps County, Nebraska, into Cruz subdivision. Good evening, Doug.
Seems like I just talked to everybody here not too long ago. Let's just go straight to this colored map. It might just be easier for some reason. My finger shut off. Sorry about that. Last time when we were up here and you guys approved the preliminary plat, the lots along 10th Avenue and in Block 1 over on the west end were a different configuration. They're wider. Over on 10th, they had anticipated putting duplexes in there and then turning around, and when the duplexes were built, they'd split the units off and sell them half to half. Well, we can't do that because we didn't have enough lot area. And I didn't know this until after we had approved the preliminary. It's like, we got to redo something here. So we changed our lot layout here, and we come up with a scenario which you have in front of you, and the blue squares are just in for the structure, so you kind of have an idea where they're sitting. Along 10th Avenue, basically we come in with single-family housing in there, and over on Block 1 on the east side, we're going to do 3 duplexes, and then on the west side of Block 1, we'll do single families over there again. Now the kicker on this here is when we readjusted everything, we had to make sure we had our 7,000 square feet and a minimum of 50 foot in width to meet our R2 zoning. And these meet all that. The green on there is where we'll run our easements. Pretty much the same as what we had before. Really the only change is over on Block 1 on the back side where we have that 16-foot easement. It's all going to be on the lots on the east side of the lot, because those are 140 foot deep. So they just wanted to put everything over there and give the lots on the west side a little relief from that. So since the last time we talked, we are knee-deep in the design now of the subdivision. And as we had talked, we're paving 10th Avenue over to Valley Street, and then we're going north. Maples Avenue is going to be paved. That's Madison, I'm sorry, not Maple. But when we get up to 11th up there, we're going to cross that ditch, and then we're going to pave back to East Avenue, or East Street, to that concrete intersection there. Now when we cross that ditch there, to the west of where we cross, there's a 24-inch pipe that comes in from the north, and that's what brings the water into that ditch, and it flows to the east. We're going to put in probably a 30 or 36-inch pipe. I'm not sure which size it is, but we're going to upsize it and get it underneath our street and then we'll put a flared end and outlet it to the east in that ditch. The reason we're gonna upsize that is in the future, when we do East Street over there, we can bring pipe back and drain that intersection. If any of you guys have been there during a rain, that thing is always, it doesn't drain. It holds water and it's a mess. So right now, we'll put a junction box where the two pipe meet, and we'll stub out a piece. That way, when we do construction further on, we can actually get some pipe over there and drain all that fiasco. I don't know how much of East Street we can drain, bringing it back to the north, but we'll do what we can and help that drainage out. And then also, a lot of this subdivision's kind of humped, and a lot of it runs to the east. So we are going to be running storm sewer along the east end of our subdivision and catch it on Madison and 10th before it gets onto the property to the east. And we'll pipe it over and dump it into that ditch where it turns and goes to the north in that area over there. Just so you have an idea kind of what we're doing with our drainage over there. So other than that, that's pretty much the long and short of what we have changes on. Now, the reason we're bringing the planning commission or preliminary plat in front of you again is simply because we made a pretty good sized change on the number of lots. And just to make sure we're all aware of what we're changing, I think this is a little bit actually for the better. I think this addition is going to be a little bit nicer this way. But that way we can kind of dot our i's, cross our t's, make sure we have nothing that everybody's not aware of. So with that, I'll let you guys batter me with questions.
You're saying that, is 10th all the way going to be paved all the way through then? in the whole
No,
subdivision?
right now we don't have money to do 10th. 10th will be paved from East Street over to Valley, and then we'll go north. That stretch on 10th going east over there, that'll have to be another project at a later date. You know, and that is capable of a couple years down the road where we can do that.
And that was even with adjusting the street width?
Right, that street width, what we had, when we adjusted that down to 31 feet, we checked our street widths in the area and all around town. We found some less than 31, we found a couple that were 36, but most generally everything was 31. But what that did, because originally we were over on, if you look on your map, we were gonna pave 10th for that first lot, like to the east line of lot 6. Well, we cut that back, and then with the narrower pad of concrete, we were able to pave that portion of 11th on the north. So now we have a hard surface entrance into our subdivision. You know, on the north side where most everybody's going to be going. You know, when they exit, if they come down on 10th, there is going to be a little piece of gravel for a while until we get East Street paved. And that'll be up to the city when they want to do that.
But you said you are paving Maple. No.
Yes, which is Madison.
Yeah.
I got it wrong on this.
Maps.
When we made this switch, I told our draftsman, go ahead and revise the drawing, start these new lot layouts, and then I remembered, crap, I don't have something to make this color map. Well, the only thing I could find was an old PDF that had the wrong street name on it.
Okay.
So Maple should be Madison.
Did the street get wider then? Did we say 27 feet in the last meeting?
No, we were always, originally, we were thinking it needed to be 36. But there is a caveat in our specs there that Kim found that we were able to go to 31, and it still works. That's why we went down to 31. Originally, we were planning for a 36-foot street.
It's still a 60-foot right-of-way,
Right.
but concrete back and curb is 31 feet.
And that's 10th Avenue to the east to, what'd you say, to lot 6? Around,
That's the way it was originally. Right now, we're gonna just go to the intersection on Valley
okay?
and then go north.
All Madison and 11th.
Yes. Well, 11th up to Valley Street.
Correct. From the east? Or
Yep.
From the, yeah.
Yeah, roughly, oh, I want to say about 270 feet, probably, 280 feet.
So these market rate lots then will be assessed paving more than likely?
Unless we do another TIF project down there,
Okay.
which is quite possible if depending on the timing, we might be able to do
And how
that.
fast these move? then.
Right, yep.
Any other questions or comments? Okay. At this time, I would like to ask that we consider the approval of the preliminary replat of Lot 1, Block 1, Becker's addition to the city of Holdridge, Phelps County, Nebraska, into Crew subdivision.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Black. Second?
I'll second it.
Second by Young. Okay. Delene?
Yes.
Vosberg?
Yes.
Young?
Yes.
Black?
Yes.
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 Yes. It is unanimous. Thank you. And at this time, we would like to consider approval of the final replat of Lot 1, Block 1, Becker's addition to the city of Holdridge, Phelps County, Nebraska, into Crew subdivision.
I'll make that motion.
Motion again by Black.
Could I make a comment here real quick?
Yes.
Sir.
Okay.
Well, let's get a second and then,
Okay,
I'll second.
okay, second by Anderson. Okay.
yeah, I'd like to have you amend your motion.
Okay.
Simply because, right now, Mesner's is in the process of purchasing the property,
Okay.
okay? Right now, HDC owns it, and Barb Malm signed, the application and the preliminary plat, so that's as is today.
That's the current owners.
Right. By the time, the final gets to the, city council on the 21st, Mesner should have it purchased, or will have it purchased. And so I would ask that you approve it pending their signature. That way, if it falls through.
The final sale.
Right. That way, if for some reason the sale falls through and it doesn't happen, it goes back to nothing. So, that's just simply because I don't have that signature yet.
Okay, you have heard the suggestion. Do you agree with that amendment to your,
Yes, I would agree to that.
okay,
It's a little off-putting, but it's not terribly off-putting.
It's a timing issue, and I apologize, it's just, yeah.
Basically stipulating the sale.
Yeah, as long as
Yeah,
it sells, if they, and really, if they don't purchase it, if something happens and falls through, then the project's dead anyway. So, this doesn't hurt, this doesn't hold your hands tied to anything.
So then if he doesn't buy it, then it's just a piece of black dirt.
It goes back to black dirt, yeah.
okay,
Nothing
so
to
the
stop.
motion has been amended. Upon the pending signature, do you still then,
Yes, I'll second that.
you'll second that with that amendment? Okay. Any other questions or comments? Okay, Lehman,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Kroll,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Vosberg,
Yes.
Delene,
Yes.
and yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, guys, and I apologize for the confusion and all the other stuff that's going on, so.
Well, we appreciate all your hard work.
Yes, we do that. Yeah.
Running it through,
This is
because I know you were
We're trying.
Yes,
scurrying,
yes.
so thank you for making that happen.
Yes.
It's been a unique experience.
If Messner's, probably unlikely, but if Messner is not able to purchase it, are there no other investors that could?
It would be a long shot if we could
Yeah.
proceed, and more than likely, we would lose our funding. And, yeah, so it's probably a 0.02% chance that it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things. I can't say this is exactly what the owner is.
Right.
You know, so this is just a caveat. We've done this before, especially when I'm dealing with owners that are out of the state and we have to mail the plats out for them to sign, get them back. And sometimes it's just some time with them, and it's just a caveat, so.
Is 0.02% inaccurate?
How
We wanna see your
confident are you in that?
With this job, man, leave it alone. But I thank you guys for, appreciate the
Thank
help
you.
and work, so, all right.
And at this time, we have open discussion, if anybody have anything they'd like to bring up. If not, we'll close the open discussion.
I probably have one thing, just,
Okay.
how's everybody feeling about this meeting time? Is it working?
Yes, I like it.
So far, it's me too, so. Okay.
I still had a minute and a half to spare, so I'm good.
All right.
Anything else? Okay, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Kroll. Second? By?
Me?
We.
I'll second.
Okay. Deline? Yes. Fosberg? Yes. Young?
Yes.
Black?
Yes.
Kroll?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Weiss?
Yes.
Lehman?
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming. We are adjourned.
Motion, I didn't see that.